Good morning gang, good morning gang. It's been a very stressful day, not gonna lie. I got locked out of my garage and I thought I'd never get in it, so I was meant to be filming this a few hours earlier, but I've had to just break into my garage with a grinder so we can start filming. So let's start filming. So we've actually managed to find a clutch. I actually bought a clutch and it was the wrong one for some reason, so I can't believe this engine, for the same engine code to have so many different clutches is so annoying. Even like ringing places, they were like struggling to find out which one it was. You've got some that are like 3 different sizes, some for single wheel, some for dual wheel, and then different sizes for single wheel and dual mass flywheel, not single wheel, you know what I mean? It's been a nightmare, so hopefully the one I've got now is actually the right one. So yeah, today we're going to put the clutch on now, and then hopefully get the box back on, and hopefully see if it drives. I'm planning on getting a power steering line tonight, so realistically it should be driving today. Okay, so here's the clutch. We actually went and got a clutch alignment tool as well, because we're going to be doing more clutches in our future. Here is the clutch. I pray that this is the right one. I'm going to open it up and just double check against the other clutch. Okay, so I just measured up against the old clutch and it is the same width. So what we're going to do is we're going to assemble this now with our clutch alignment tool. I'm going to show you how to do that, and then we're going to bolt this down into the engine. But first of all, we need to jack up the car, because funny story, when I jacked it up last time, I had the engine on a jack stand, I couldn't shut the fucking garage. So yeah, I didn't film that, but you can imagine how annoying it was when I had the car on 3 jack stands and I had to move it forward when there's no wheel, no gearbox in there. It wasn't very fun, guys, I'm not gonna lie, but let's need to jack it up again. I'm not even looking forward to it. Let me just do it. Okay, so the clutch, it will say gearbox side or engine side. So this says gearbox side, so we want to put that flat on there, and we want to place the flywheel, not the flywheel, pressure plate over the top. And we get our little tool out. So we've got different adapters here for the splines. I'm going to thread this out all the way and see if that fits in the spline. So this one doesn't, so we want to get one of the smaller ones. So we've got the rod and we want to put one on, like probably this one. So what happens is we're going to thread it out and that's going to grip against that. So this one, put that back through here and then thread this end on there like that. So by eye you want to get that in the middle, and we're going to push that in here, and we're going to thread this bottom side, and that's just going to open up that spline. We're going to push this middle one down, and then that's going to center itself, and then just double check that it's centered and flush all the way around, and then now you can bolt that up to the engine. Okay, so I've got the clutch on, the clutch is aligned, and the dowels are in the right place. It was a bit of a push to get them on. I thought it was wrong initially, but their holes must just be a tiny bit smaller than when we took off, so it's a little bit difficult trying to find the dowels in place. But right now we can just go and tighten all these down. So there's 12 bolts. Leave the clutch alignment tool on there for now. Okay, once they're all tight, you can remove the clutch alignment tool. We're going to put a little bit of grease just inside the spline there so it gets on the box a bit easier, and now we're going to go and get the gearbox and start putting the box on. Okay, so the new release bearing is on there. Now we're just going to remove, I had to put the arm and the wheel back on just to roll it, so we just need to remove the wheel and just move them 2 bolts on the bottom arm, get that dog bone bolt out of the way, and then that's when we can start lifting the gearbox onto the engine. So let's just do that. Okay everyone, it's raining, of course it is, I'm doing work on a car. I've got the hub over here. Last time I took the strut off, but I don't think I'm going to have to. I might have enough room now that dog bar melt's out of the way. So hopefully I've got enough room here to get the box on. So I'm not going to film it, because I filmed taking it off and it's raining and I don't know how long it's going to take me. So I'm going to try and get the box on, and wish me luck. Okay, the box is on. Bit of a nightmare. What I had the engine too low, and this little bit here kept hitting the subframe, so I jacked the engine all the way up and then lifted it over that bit and then over on there, and I just had to drop the engine just a little bit more just to get this little metal thing through here. But if you're doing this in the future, guys, keep the engine high. All right guys, so we're just starting putting everything back together. The box is in, the box is fully bolted up. I've just put the slave cylinder on, just putting the linkages back on now. And now it's just a case of like trying to remember everything you took off and looking through pictures and seeing what the hell goes where. And we've got to put all the wiring back on again as well, which is like trying to remember where everything came off. So this is the boring bit and the annoying bit, but we've done the difficult bit. which is get the box in and getting the clutch all lined up and all that kind of stuff. But well, just getting the box on is an absolute pain. Yeah, then we start putting the drive shafts on, and then yeah, in a minute I'm going to see if I've actually got clutch and see if actually I can do that now because the clutch is in. Let's go and see if our clutch actually feels like a clutch. Yeah, our clutch feels springy like a clutch. That's good news. Great news actually. So we can start putting the selectors on soon, and we can see if it's coming in and out of gear. And then once the battery's on and stuff, we can start it and see if it actually bloody drives. Okay, so it's been raining on and off, really annoying. I've got most things back on the car, I'm not gonna lie. So just trying to find out where the wiring went and stuff. I'm gonna leave the main tray and all that, the main battery tray and all that, because don't forget we need to do the power steering line. It's going to be a lot easier to do it with all the battery tray and the intake off, so we're going to leave that off. But what we'll do is we'll just power up the battery and just leave it here and just see if it drives today. I think that's the plan. So right now I'm just literally bolting in the drive shaft, so I've got one more bolt on this side, and then I've got to put the suspension back together on this side, which is a bit of a pain because it's not just a ball joint, you've got to slide it in here. Bit of a nightmare. We should be able to do it. Then the drive shaft on this side, and then we're pretty much, I think, kind of done. I've not really got anything left in here other than on the battery trays and plastics and stuff. I can't believe it, I'm fuming. I've just spent ages getting these 3 bottom bolts on because it's just shit design. Just put a ball joint. It's just like honestly, you're trying to line up these 3 holes and the nuts on the top of fucking but and now I can't get the fucking drive shaft onto the gearbox, so I'm gonna have to take them off again. I thought I could pull I thought it would give me enough leverage just putting the hub forward, but it nowhere near does. So I'm gonna have to take all them 3 bolts off down here, which just took me about 20 minutes literally just to put them 3 bolts on. Guys, everything is on I think anyway. We're just going to literally bang the battery up here, just going to connect it real quick, and we're going to give it a run. We're going to keep it jacked up. I'm going to fire her up, and yeah, let's see if she goes in gear, the clutch works. Let's just see if the wheels spin and it spins in all the gears. Let's pray, guys. Please. So she starts good, which is good. The power steering might be making a bit of a weird noise, but again, mass sensor's not connected and shit, but it's probably not liking it. But let's just make sure. Right, okay. I don't know if that's just the disc making a horrible noise. Well, it's turning. Yeah, it's just the disc making a horrible noise. It's not bolted in properly. And it's open diff. So this side shouldn't be turning because it's open diff, I think, right? I've done the logical thing and not bolted this down properly, but I don't matter. Done a logical thing and I've just jacked the car down. So let's just see if it drives. Not going to go for proper drive because I've not got it taxed or anything, but at least we can just know if it's going to go back and forward and all the gears engage. And let's see, technically, if it drives. Come on. Right, first gear. You ready? Oh my god, I'm nervous. Yeah! Right, where's I don't know where reverse is on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it over here? Yeah! Woohoo! Let's see if second gear engages anyway. We got a second. Woohoo! Yeah, boy! I've never had so much fun going down my driveway. I used that when I was like 17 when I didn't have a pass test. Third gear. Yes! Come on! Right, I need to turn the car off because the bloody power steering pump's probably hating life right now. Come on! We have a clutch, we have drive, this is good news. The next thing we need to do is get that power steering line, put the power steering line back on, and then we can start doing the little bits regarding the wings. Also, I noticed that the engine management light didn't come on then, which is great news. I am going to clear all the codes with Carly anyway when we're all done, but that's the biggest thing done. We've got a gearbox, we've got drive, now I'm very happy. So basically now it's just the little nibbly bits, and then we can finally get to start selling it. But for now, I've not got the power steering line, so I can't go any further. I'm going to leave the car like this because the power steering line's got to go underneath the box and everything. Hopefully we can just, you know, fish it round. And then we need to do that brake wear sensor. A lot of people just say to me to just cut it and just wire the things together, which I might just do. You know, like this is an old car, nobody expects it to have brake wear sensors on it anyway. I certainly didn't, so I think I'm just going to wire it together, and then you just put any pads in it, then you don't need to get the ones with the brake wear sensor either. So for now, this is the end of this video. Hopefully the next video we will have it finished and put for sale. So I love you all, hope you enjoy the series, and that was a horrible job. And see you in the next one.